Hello and welcome back to episode 3 of Uber Destruction. Very happy to have y'all back here. I clicked the wrong button again. I'm very good at this game, and I'm ready to run up some runs. I want to beat level 3 in this episode. That is the focus. I got to do some runs this morning, and I came so close to beating the boss. And I didn't have enough time to make an episode, but I was happy. I think that we're going to do it in this episode. First, my last episode was called That's Not a Dog, or That's Not a Car, That's a Dog. And in it, we played as Big Floppa, which I'm going to continue to play as because Big Floppa's broken, as far as I'm concerned. I'll get into it later. But Big Floppa is not a dog either. That it's a cat. It's a caracal, which I pulled up the Wikipedia, aka, actually it's not, is it Wikipedia? Yes, Wikipedia. It is a medium-sized cat native to Central Africa, Central Asia, the Middle East, and some other places, including India and Pakistan. And it weighs about 40 pounds at most. They're kind of small, and they got these big floppy ears sometimes. Most pictures, their ears are sticking up, but I think they, like, you know, kind of perk up when they're listening to something. And they're pretty darn cute. But I think they could also, like, rip your limbs off pretty easily. So that's terrifying. And I'm glad that we gave it a gun. Because I think that's important. I think we should give more large cats assault weaponry. Like, a mountain lion with, like, an AR-15 is something that I would vote for. Just, like, I don't know who I have to, like, put that ballot in where, like, at, essentially. But, like, if someone can point me to that place, I'll do that. Make sure that gets on the ballot. Because I think that would be a good thing for everyone. Anyway, moving on to the actual game instead of talking about large cats and assault weaponry. Big Floppa is beautiful. Basically, movement in this game, you just never want to put yourself in a place where you're going to get hit. Therefore, not having speed isn't that bad, weirdly enough. Like, it's a hard game to dodge if you put yourself into danger, but it's not a hard game to dodge if you just never let yourself get to that position, which is quite hard, but you can do it. I believe in you. Anyway, so Big Floppa's bonus damage is incredibly good. Like, having plus 25% bonus damage right when you start your run is disgusting. Also, that was the cleanest I've, like, fought that boss ever, I think, at least on camera. Wow. This run is going really well. I'm gonna just keep not focusing on it. Another hammer's beautiful. Damage is king in this game. That's another thing that is very clear. Damage is king. And Big Floppa's bonus damage right when you're starting the run's good. And now I have 2 hammers plus bonus fire rate. This is probably the best run I've, like, ever had. I should not focus on it right now. I was doing much better when I was talking about large cats. Not the game. Actually, I'm doing pretty fine even talking about the game. It clicked? Did it click? I'm gonna jinx it. Also, I need to get plasma weapons. I think I said that in last episode. But, like, the other characters I can unlock, one of them you have to kill 1,000 people with plasma weapons. So plasma weapons are very important so we can get the new character. I hope it starts with plasma pistol. I think that would be super fun. Okay. The tech. You do never stop moving. NSM. Okay? Then, oh no. We want to strafe around him. It was so good, guys. Wow. Whoa. I need to, like, catch my breath. That was a great run. He moved to a really bad spot that made it really hard not to get hit with Big Floppa. Because Big Floppa really struggles with the lightning bolt hit because you start with not much speed, right? And that lightning bolt move, again, why I was screaming, don't stop moving, is that lightning bolt move is just going to follow you and, like, strike lightning right behind you every time. So you need to just keep moving. If you ever stop moving, that lightning bolt will hit you. And then there's the green balls. So then you just need to circle strafe. So you get really close to them, you circle strafe, and you never stop moving, and the boss goes down, essentially. It's not that bad. As far as anything else, I don't know. Don't put yourself into places where you could get hit. think that was a good, just like off the cuff thing I thought of, but it's important for this game because it's dodging's hard essentially. Also, killing things fast is so important because when you get overwhelmed, it's struggle time. Assault rifles like my mains. I love this thing. I feel like is it better than nail gun? I think that because it uses ammo so much slower, it just is. Because, like, I don't know, the ammo, basically, another thing I think I've figured out. So a weapon that fires full auto but slowly, aka the LMG, is beautiful in this game because you are conserving ammo as it shoots slowly. And that's important because losing ammo during the boss fights, like, you saw that, it kind of screwed me over. We got assault shotgun. That's really fun. I love assault shotgun. It's gonna be really nice for the boss. Also, another thing I learned this morning, I tried the auto aim just to like see what it did, and auto aim just like is impossible to win with, essentially. So it just targets the closest thing to you, which doesn't work essentially because when these slimes come at you, you start shooting backwards, and it's really bad. Like, it doesn't... The auto aim, I believe, is just based on your position. It's so weird. It should be based like on what's closest to your reticle, I think, and then it would be fine. But right now, I believe it's not, and it just kills you instantly, which is very funny. This item's so bad. I hate how that's I could have gotten a 400 cost item and I get this garbage. Oh my god. You can't stand still in this game. It's impossible. You're like you're throwing. Sorry, I'm tilted, but you're throwing if you stand still. Essentially, in my opinion. Also, I shouldn't have taken the tac shotgun ammo, though I'm getting a lot of ammo for this thing already because I have a couple. I only have one scavenger, but I have scavenger. Oh no. It wasn't a good run, honestly. Didn't get a lot of good items. If I could have gotten a 400 cost item, imagine if I got LMG there. It still wouldn't have been that good because I didn't have a lot of damage ups. I never get the move speed up either, which is, it just feels sad. Because I feel like move speed is good. Move speed will let you like get out of tough situations and like reposition during the boss fight so much easier. But outside of that, mids. Again, because you just have to not let yourself get into places where you can get hit. And like, a lot of that is like never stop moving. Because like, red fire hydrant guys. Oh, we can do the cheese. Did I do the cheese on camera or did I also figure this out this morning? I think I think I had this on camera. If I didn't, I will show the cheese. Essentially, if you want to get max health, I have scavenger right now, so it's even easier. But you can get maximum health and ammo by just saving one enemy before the boss. So, the dev commented on both episodes, so I guess you're probably watching right now. If you are, you might want to fix this, but sorry. I'm gonna use the cheese because I'm bad at video games. And I'm proud. I'm ugly and I'm proud. I shouldn't have yelled that so loud. Like neighbors and things, but you know how it be. Okay. Also, stay behind dropped items. Also, money is beautiful. We got boots. Just as just whine, just complain, and everything will go your way. That's what I'm learning. Great advice for any like small children watching this. Definitely, like, if your parents won't buy you this game, definitely just like whine a lot. That will definitely work. And definitely be a great idea. It's also $4, man. You can start a lemonade stand and get this game. It's worth it. You also get it on 0.04, so you're getting updates for like a couple months if you're willing to. I don't know, for some people, is that a plus or a minus? Right? Like, I think about my favorite game of all time, Minecraft. And when I played it, like, there were Secret Friday updates still. It was like right at the end of that. I only got it for like, I don't know. Oh wait, no. Yeah. I died. Anyway, there were Secret Friday updates. And because of that, there was always just like new shit getting added. And it was fun. Like, that's cool. Even though the game was not in like a perfect working state and a lot of the stuff that got added was buggy, like, who cared? It was a single player game. And I got to see all these cool bugs. Not even bugs, or just like imbalance or yada yada yada. Like, I don't know. I remember back in the day when they added like skeletons. Like, they changed the AI so they weren't idiots anymore. And it like broke every like survival map and everyone's like, oh no, what are we gonna do? But it was fun. You know, there's something fun to that. He nerfs, I don't know, my beloved LMG. Maybe I'll have to find a new friend, like assault rifle, which I also love. AK-47 is pretty good. Lots of good items. Lots of good, a moose speed. Okay. Was it listening? I'm like, was it listening? I don't know. Anyway, garbage. Okay. Continue on with my life with burst rifle. Those are all like bullet items, so it's like I'm just taking ammo away from burst rifle if I'm getting those. It feels like. Not totally true, but it's like, why not have pistol so that you can pick up more? I'm so bad. So you can pick up more ammo. These runs go so lightning fast. Dude, this runs... Oh, come on, man. Ooh, fancy feet. Anyway, embrace the jank a little bit. If you do buy this game for $4, again, $4, why not? Oh, also, I should probably leave the link. There's like a Discord for this game, if you have any questions or whatnot too. I'll probably put that in the description. I'm in it, but I don't go on Discord. I'm not good with like... I try to respond to comments if I can. That's pretty easy for me. So if you have anything, question about this game, something you want me to try, whatever, I will respond to your comment. I will definitely see it. There's like, I think, been 3 total comments on this channel, so don't worry about it getting lost in the sauce. Anyway, we have... Oh, syrup's so good, but this is so good too. Okay, this is a good like thought experiment here. Would you rather have syrup, which is like so good offensive? It's so good offensively and defensively. What am I saying? Of course. Ugh, I only have SMG is so fun. I remember I got it in the first episode, like my first impressions. It was like first or second run maybe I got it. That gun was so fun. But now I'm kind of like, it's garbage. Because like, essentially what I thought about the gun was like, okay, I'll run in there and be able to just output damage so fast. Because something, again, I'm not playing with Carr at the moment, but I had Carr at the time. And Carr is just like, he's so bad at disposing of enemies that like a gun that does insane damage is really valuable. Especially early on, when you're like, you know, just like learning the controls as well for me. So that was good. Also, like, if the game felt maneuverable when you're moving forward, like if you ever want to attack, like I'm standing back right now, right? And it's almost like I'm playing like a space shooter. Or is that what the genre is called? Side-scrolling, you know, shoot 'em up. Shoot 'em up? I think it's called a shoot 'em up. I think so, yeah. Anyway, you're essentially playing a shoot 'em up, and so I'm like staying in the shoot 'em up zone, right? But like at any point, I can leave the shoot 'em up zone and go into like where the enemies spawn. But that's more the way to like think about this game. It's like a shmup roguelike, but with mouse controls. It's pretty interesting. Anyway, what am I doing? I guess I'll take shoddy. It's not great, but it's fine for bosses. And I get some of this. Again, it's that idea of like, if you're playing a shmup, would you ever leave your shmup zone? Also, Shmupzone is my new favorite word. Welcome to the Shmupzone. Click like and subscribe to join the Shmup squad. That just makes it sound like we like shmups. I just like Shmupzone. Subscribe to enter the Shmupzone. Thank you very much. That's the first, I think, no, I asked people to subscribe in my videos I made for Minecraft. Those are fine if you ever need videos about like an outdated Minecraft mod pack that I got 3 episodes into and then got mad and then started another one and then got... I've also, in the meantime between those projects, I have started, aka I've recorded a bunch of stuff. I really have not like put much of it together. Except for I almost made a full episode of another Minecraft mod pack and the video was so glitchy because I had like imported at the wrong frame rate or some dumb stuff because I'm bad. And it was so frustrating to edit that I just kind of like never finished it. I was like halfway done too. It would have been pretty easy and it was a good video, I think. Like probably my best as far as like I had edited. But I do like just talking. It's just a little bit more, I don't know, chill. I don't know. Again, I just said I don't know twice. Great commentary. But I don't know. Just like being comfortable talking in front of a camera in some way, off the cuff. Also, this game isn't a kind of game I don't know how I would like. Maybe I could break it down, but I don't want to play that way, essentially. I don't know. It's more fun to like explore what this game's got. Like, there's such a density. Should I take nail gun? I guess I'll take nail gun. We got nail gun and syrup and biohazard, which is like honestly so clean for this boss fight, because essentially this boss, like, one, biohazard is insane against him because when he spawns the slimes, right, it just gets caught in the green. And then wait, is nail gun piercing? Nail gun might not be piercing. I thought nail gun was piercing. I was trying to decide if it was worth it to use nail gun. Oh, the chest is behind the dead guy. I was trying to decide if using the nail gun was worth it, like during the level, or if I should save it for the boss. Damn. Save it for the boss fight. But I think I want to. Oops, I was holding down click. I don't know, because I thought it was piercing, but I'm clearly wrong. It uses ammo so... I'm dead. Come on, man. Come on, man. Focus up. Focus up. I really want to beat episode 3? Level 3 in episode 3. But my gameplay, like, my first run... my first run in this episode might have been my best. And I'm not proud, frankly. But that's okay. So I think I lost audio in the game, which I might, after this run, maybe just like reset the game and I'll fix it. But that's no problem. The sound sounds good. I think it helps like with reactions because you hear like shots going off and whatnot and like enemy sounds. But I will try to survive without it. I remember I was back in the mid 2010s, I was a big League of Legends player. And I had a friend who he always listened to music while he was playing the game. And he was like, one day someone was talking about how there was like an audio cue for something in League. And he was like, oh, you play with sound on? And we were all like, yeah, like, obviously, like, we're trying to be like good League of Legends players. We're not like, we're kind of like, we sucked. Sorry, I'm making it sound like we were actually good. We were terrible, but like we wanted to improve at least, which is something. And we could like, he was just like, oh, I didn't even realize, like, he had just always like blasted music and just like vibed. He didn't even realize like you can hear like some things in League. It's not that helpful, but like there's definitely uses for it. I believe you can hear like wards being placed. Couple things. I didn't really use it to that good of an extent. I was pretty bad at League, if I'm being completely honest. I was like the worst out of my friends probably. My friends, I played ADC, and it was not the role for me, I think. But I really loved it. I think ADC is the coolest role in that game. Which is funny, because I really didn't like collaborating with supports that much. Like, I don't find that aspect of ADC that fun. I just think team fighting as an AD carry, and, like, being that guy that's just blowing up the enemy team, especially in, like, a really late game fight, which League of Legends, I feel like, has fundamentally changed since the days where I was playing it, which I was not playing it in the very, very early days, but I was playing it in a I started right after they changed the map. I want to say that was season 4. Anyway, I think I liked playing ADC. The games went a lot later, and now when I play League, I've played a couple games in the past couple years. I'm pretty not into it these days, but occasionally I'll have a friend who's like, "Hey, you want to run up a League game with us? We need like a 5th." Also, I missed the boss item. Can we not talk about it maybe? Like, just for, like, between us maybe? Ooh, beautiful item, so. It doesn't even, oh my god, imagine if I got I'm full health going to, I'm so bad. Anyway. I can get both these. I think I'm just going to take those two. As much as I like Assault Shoddy, okay, passives are god. I don't think I've talked about, I had, like, two good runs this morning. I was just playing, probably had like 20 minutes to play before work, and I was just like, why not? I'll sit down, make a couple runs, see what I can learn about the game. And I got this one run. That was a quick death on level 3. I'm not proud of that. There was this one run I had where I got only passive, so I only had my pistol going into like level 3. I just never was offered a gun. At no point did a gun, I don't think one even came up in a shop. Like, I think my first shop was like 2 passive items, and this was a passive item, and my boss item was a passive item. So I just had passives, and I went into level 3, and it was my best, like, I think my best run. Like, if I would have known how to play the game better, I think I maybe would have beaten the boss on that run. I'm pretty sad about it, but like, that's where I actually got time to like observe the boss, because I like was able to figure out all passives are god in this game. It's why I think Big Floppa is just so much better than Car, because Big Floppa, like, the passive you get, which is plus 20% damage, is just so powerful. Like, it's essentially like broken, I think, because you're taking out enemies so much faster in like early fights, which getting runs going is tough, at least for me. Maybe I'm just bad, right? Like, I'm still learning the game. I don't really want anything here. So that might be something I should think about. Also, is Shuriken the one that pierces? Oh wait, I forgot how awful Shuriken is. Whoa. Shuriken should be faster. Ninja stars are like, you know? That was like, woo, 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 woo. Anyway. I like that sound I made with the woo woo woo. I don't know if it will come through on camera. Camera? I record my sound with a camera. I take a picture of my audio. It goes click, and then I hear my voice. I don't use a camera, by the way. I'm using a blue snowball. I'm playing on a laptop with a keyboard attached, luckily. AK, by the way, this is a beautiful gun. I think we got it in one of the episodes, but one of the best, I think. At least, I don't know. Yeah, it's probably one of the best. Anything full auto, essentially. I really want to get a run deep, you know? Dude, what? Floppa, you should have, I felt like maybe I was just too... I don't know. Usually just like circle strafing like that's fine. Nice move speed. Feels good. It's funny how lesser it feels in this room. But the game's not supposed to like be standing still, and I like that. Good understands like moving is what this game is. Because you're an Uber driver. I've never been to Uber Java. You know? I've never been to the Shmupzone before this, so I've never played my biggest shmup experience, I will say, is that like my aunt who lives on the other side of the country, so I got to visit her about every summer, luckily, but well, not other side of the country, but double AK. I'm a double AK man. Oh wait, why did I do it? I'm a double AK man. That's why. Anyway, my aunt who lives on the other side of the country had a centipede cabinet that was like some bar or something nearby was like, hey, like arcades are dead. You want our arcade cabinet? Like in the, I don't know, years. I don't know. And so she got a centipede cabinet and she just kept it in her basement. Her kids were old by the time I was like a kid visiting, but we would stay in her basement and play a lot of a lot of I'm losing focus. Centipede. And Centipede's hard, by the way. If you've never, I'm probably, yeah. That's what you get for being double AK man. And you know what? I'm proud. I'm double AK man and I'm proud. Oop. Okay. Great damage. Perfect work, brother. So you get for being double AK man. But yeah, I played a lot of Centipede. I'm pretty decent. I want to say I can drop, like, I don't really remember, but I remember starting with a 6. I want to say I can drop 60k scores. It might be 600k. If you've played Centipede enough to know. I'm not like great. Like I'm not getting like super high scores, but I was usually able to get like 20k less than what like her kids set. Maybe one time I got something. Basically, it only stored the top maybe 8, and it was all her kids. Which I like to this day I'm kind of glad I never got that good, because like I would have kind of hated to like ruin the cabinet that like is her kids like records. I don't even know if she still has a cabinet, honestly. I haven't been back to Wisconsin in a while, but I wonder, because I don't know, it was so fun to use the cabinet, and it so basically I had all our kids' top scores, and a couple of them actually. I remember I was talking to one of them and they're like, it got reset not that long ago, but I don't know, I've seen them play and they've gotten much worse, so they can't like, if I did break one of their scores, they would not be able to probably get it back, and that would hurt me. Though the cabinet like sits off all, I don't know, it's not lost scores in like years. I used to go there every year for like 16 years of my life. Not 16, I didn't go when I was really little, I guess, but like, you know, until I was 16 in the years I can remember. Yeah, I'll just stick with Bursty. Yeah, it kept the scores, I think. I could get up there. I always set the best. Well, nowadays, I guess. When I was little, I definitely didn't. But nowadays, when I'm like visiting and my family plays it, I set the best score. But that's not much competition between me and my 60-year-old father, because my sister and mother don't have any interest in video games. Most of my family doesn't have a ton of interest, except my dad plays Shop Titans, but not on a phone. So I don't know if like anyone knows what Shop Titans is, but it's like essentially like if you've played that RPG game where you're like also own a shop. It's that in like mobile game form, which is, it's awful. It's like the most predatory mobile game ever. My father has put like 7,000 hours into the game on Steam. He leaves it running on his computer 24/7, I should add. So it's the fakest 7,000 hours ever, but it's still hilarious. It might be more now. And he's like a very high level, has never spent a cent. He refuses to. He's like, why would I? Like, it's still a game, even if I play for free. And like his group members must know, it's just like Bob doesn't, like, you will never see Bob spend a cent on this game, and that's fine. And it's kind of wholesome. Apparently they have like a Discord. My dad's like, he's like, they never chat. And he's like, we have something called a Discord. And I'm like, yeah, they're all talking there if they're talking. And he's like, oh, but occasionally I get updates. One of them I think died at some point, which was pretty crazy. Like, you don't think of, because like a lot of them are old, which is funny. But then I think one of the weird things is I think kids come in and spend a shitload of money. Like my dad sometimes like, yeah, these people just come in and like drop way more points than I can. Like basically, the game revolves late game. It seems like around like joining a high level guild and like dumping all your resources into these community items that like raise the stats for everyone, and they're just huge sinks. And there's all these like events around it to like try to encourage players to just like grind these buildings essentially. And my dad, does. And he's not that good. He's never like top 3 in his clan, but he's, like top 5 or 10. He's and they're like a high level clan. I was like, Dad, how does your clan like rank? And he was like, if someone said we're like somewhere on the leaderboard. I was like, Jesus. But yeah, that's what he plays. Also, I think this will be the last run. This episode's gone really long. I also stopped to grab water at some point, so there's a small cut. Tell me if you saw it. Maybe you did. Maybe you heard that my voice sounded better. Actually, spoiler. You really want to know. It's when the audio cut out. So whenever that was. So sorry about that. Maybe I'm not gonna fucking do anything. Also, the game, the episode is over, I think. I've had a lot of fun on this episode. This episode was super fun. I'm gonna like crank this episode out. I like making thumbnails, so I can't get episodes out that fast. I'm gonna try to make a better thumbnail because the first 2 are kind of boof ass. They were kind of boof ass. So shit, it's like kind of late for me, so I don't know if I'll get it out tonight, but maybe tomorrow morning. If not, after work for sure. See y'all later. Good night. Goodbye.